Most law firms, specifically of the current generation of ownership, or maybe our baby boomer generation of retirees or those that are coming out, are not ready. Retirement is a scary thing to them. It can be an emotional block to actually taking those steps for succession planning. And then it really gets to, what is your succession plan?
I'm speaking with Tom Lenfestey, the founder and CEO of the Law Practice Exchange. Tom, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Ari.
Tom, in your view, are law firms prepared for succession planning? And if not, why is that?
Are law firms prepared for succession planning? I would say probably the answer is absolutely not. They have the fear of the R word, right? Retirement. And then it really gets to, what is your succession plan? So many even larger law firms that we have equate that their succession plan is a mandatory retirement age for partners. And that's a succession plan. Well, sure, but how is that really going to help transition these partners into retirement or into that mandatory? And a lot of times, if they're a rainmaker, is it really mandatory, or do you make exceptions for that mandatory age or otherwise? So I would say most firms are not prepared, which it can be the emotional reluctance. It can be the fear of loss of control for a lot of them that kind of stops them from taking those first steps. But the encouragement is always, if you do take steps and if you take control now, you decide what happens, right? How your legacy is going to be preserved, who you're going to pass it on to, everything else. So succession planning is really about you taking control now to prevent loss of control later. Right? And for those firms that, take advantage of it and have a solid succession committee, right? Or they have ongoing succession planning, and they can bring in an associate attorney and let them know if there is a path to partnership or not, and what that looks like. It is an awesome recruitment tool and a strategic advantage as they go, to expand and grow and everything else to do it. So as far as, are they ready? I don't think they really are, but hopefully through encouragement like this, we'll get them there.
What are the risks of failing to plan for succession?
If you don't really plan for succession, you risk mainly losing the legacy of what your firm is and what it was to not just you, right? To your personal, if I'm a lawyer that started a law firm, my law firm is part of me, my legacy, right? Everybody knows, hey, counselor, right? Hey, lawyer, they own this. It's part of my personal value, my attachment to it. And if that firm, goes into crisis mode or just, winds down over time and does not continue on, that's a loss of not just the monetary value, but it's a loss of that legacy, that brand that you built. And it's also a loss to the community that you serve, or to the industry that you serve, to the employees that you have, to the clients, right, for disruption and loss of legal. We have so many attorneys that have come in that have been scared about talking to clients about their own succession plan. When for those business owner clients, that's what I used to do, is help them build out and transact succession and contingency plans. If you're a law firm owner, you should start considering succession planning today if you have built something and you do not know what your succession plan is. If you find yourself looking out, 4 or 5 years in the future, I'm not ready to go now, but I do see, that I want more flexibility, or I don't have the energy to keep up with these new competitive platforms that are out there, then look for a strategic partner. You don't have to stop practicing law. Even if you implement a sale or a succession plan or anything else, you can keep practicing law typically until the day you decide to, walk off the earth or anything else. The goal is to make sure that the ownership and the management and the leadership have been planned for to continue that law firm.
Tom, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Ari.